So today in this lecture we will see the proof of the formula for internal division. Internal division of a line segment. Now what does this formula tells us? Now consider this is a line segment. A line segment is there. A and B, these are B is a line segment. A and B are the two endpoints. Now consider the length of the line segment is denoted as small l. Now P is a point which divides line segment internally. P is a point which divides this line segment internally, and it divides this line segment internally in the ratio of m1 is to m2. In- Now the coordinates of point A is x1 and y1. The coordinates of point B are x2 and y2. Let xy be the coordinate of point P. So if you know m1 and m2, x1, y1, x2, y2, so you can find out the coordinates of point P by making use of this internal division. Is it clear? So how this x will be find out, or how you can calculate x1? So this is there is a formula for this. So what does it? इसका proof भी है. m1 x2 means m1 into x2, m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 upon m1 plus m2. Similarly, for coordinate of y coordinate, so it will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So this is just formula. Now I will start with the proof. I will start with the proof. Now, making use of this concept of coordinate geometry, we will derive the formula for internal division. Here, so I will draw x and y axis. I will draw x and y axis meeting at origin. Now here this AB is a line segment which lies in the xy plane. So here P is any point which is dividing the line segment internally in the ratio of m1 is to m2. Now I will draw perpendicular from A over x axis and similarly perpendicular from B on the x axis. and similarly parallel to the x-axis from A onwards and from P onwards like this. Is it clear? And from P also I will draw a perpendicular on the x-axis. So I have drawn parallel from A, P and perpendicular from A, P and B. So I have drawn perpendicular from A, P, B, A, P and B and on the x-axis. So here uh, this I will say Q and this I will say C. So you can see over here it appears as if two triangles are formed. The triangle name are triangle AQP and triangle PCB. So BC is perpendicular to PC, PQ is perpendicular to AQ because PC and AQ are parallel to x-axis. And PQ and BC are perpendicular to AQ and PC. That means these two triangles are right angle triangle. Now in this right angle triangle you can see over here that these two angles are corresponding angles. These two angles are corresponding angles. So these two angles will be same and this angle C and angle Q will be each angle is a right angle. So here these two triangles are similar by double angle similarity test. AQP is similar to triangle PCB by double angle similarity test. Now, when the two triangles are similar, so their corresponding sides are in the corresponding sides ratio are in the proportion. Corresponding sides ratio are in the same proportion. So here AQ corresponds to PC. That means AQ and PC ratio of AQ to PC will be same as QP to CB. Similarly, ratio of AP and PB. So the ratio of the corresponding sides will be in same proportion if the triangles are similar. Is it clear? So this is the most important condition. Now here consider the coordinates of this. If you draw a perpendicular from A on the x-axis, this coordinate is x1, and the x coordinate of B is x2. So here and so the coordinates of A are x1 and y1. Coordinate of B are x2 and y2, and let coordinates of P be x and y. Is it clear? Because our main intention is to find out the coordinates of P by using internal division formula, and we already know that it will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2 m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. But we have to prove this. We have to prove this. So till here we have done. The ratio of the corresponding sides are in the same proportion when the two triangles are similar. So this coordinate of Q will be x and y1. Coordinate of C will be x2 and y. Is it clear? So coordinate of Q also we have done here. We have find out that it is x and y1. Similarly, coordinate of C will be x2 and y. Now, from here you can see that AQ and PC. AQ and PC. So here you can see that AQ is nothing but it is a horizontal length which is parallel to x axis. So AQ will be nothing but AQ will be x minus x1. AQ will be x minus x1, whereas PC will be x2 minus x. PC will be x2 minus x, x2 minus x. Is it clear? Now QP upon CB. QP. See here QP. QP is from here to here. So it is a vertical length which is parallel to y axis. So it will be the difference of the y coordinates. So here it will be y minus y1. Whereas CB is also a vertical length parallel to y axis. So its length will be y2 minus y. Is it clear? Now come to AP and PV. Now you know that AP and PV are nothing but two lengths which are in the ratio of M1 is to M2. Is it clear? So till here we have done. Again, to proceed further, I will rub this result which we have to prove. So these three, the ratio of these three sides are in proportion. So AQ upon PC is x minus x1 upon x2 minus x. This is equal to ratio of QP by CB. So it will be y minus y1 upon y2 minus y, and AP by PB is M1 is to M2. So you can equate any two ratio. So I equate these two ratio so as to find out the value of x coordinate. So x minus x1, is it clear? And then you equate these two ratio, y minus y1, in this way. I am proceeding further. So I have to rub this. So here when I take these two ratio, है ना? So by transpose or by cross multiply, you can say that M2 into x minus x1. So here these two are the like terms. So M1x will be transferred on the left hand side. So it will be plus M1x, and this will be transferred on the right hand side. So here x will be taken common. So x will be similarly by making use of this ratio, it will be proved that y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So you can calculate the coordinates of the point which will divide that particular segment in the given ratios. So in this way you can find out the coordinates of the point.